And it goes a little something like this.
What up, y'all? It's P again. I'm here just to talk about the top 5 rappers, or my top 5 rappers. So recently online, it's been circulating this top 50 rappers list, where I think Joe Budden had reposted it saying he wasn't mad. I don't know who made the list, initially, but they had him at number 3, so I'm sure he wasn't mad. But now it's like a lot of people are talking about these lists and how they feel about the list, what's missing, and why this person is not up there and everything. So we had, I realized that the top 5, top 50, top 20, whatever you want to call it, it's all subjective, right? So what stands out to another person, what makes another person better than another person, it's all different, man. Everyone has their own opinions. So it's not like anything written down in law. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my top 5. Oh yeah, shout out to my cousin Mercy, man. Go check out that FBA. Go hit them up, Family Before All, and purchase your merchandise. So number 1, I want to say this is in order, but I'm kind of shooting off the top of my head. I kind of didn't plan this out, but I am gonna go with number 1. I'm gonna say he's the GOAT, JayZ. So anyone that knows me, you know what I mean, like, Nas was my favorite. Like, I was legit called Esco in high school, man. Like, I love that dude. Pause. Like, just the music, everything. It's like, man, I wanted to be like this dude. And for the longest time, I was saying that he was the greatest. But I guess I'm older and seeing things a little different now. I'm like, man, JayZ really is. And so what am I basing this on? Why am I saying he's number 1? Why am I saying he's the GOAT? Well, here's one reason. The length of his career, right? And so he has a long career of putting out, hit songs after hit songs, classic albums, from Reasonable Doubt to Blueprint to American Gangster, just dope albums. He got better at picking beats, I would say. But that's one of the things I think helped him reach where he was on a lot of people's lists, because not only is the dude lyrical, wordplay and everything, but he was choosing the right beats, he was choosing the right producers, you know what I mean? So you gotta give him credit for that, man, because a person that can work with Just Blaze, can work with Kanye West, can work with Pharrell, Neptunes, and Timbaland, they're gonna have a wonderful career, man. So yeah, man, just this longevity, classic songs, classic albums, and he always remained relevant, to some extent. Even now, right? So he dropped a verse, it's like a deal, like a major deal, and he come and kill it every time. It's like people are gonna talk about the JayZ verse, so I gotta give him the number 1 slot, man. So JayZ, number 1 on my list. Number 2, y'all already know. And of course, in the yes, all the letters is spelled, not Nas. Yeah, man, like Nas definitely is number 2. Just because of everything I just said about JayZ, really. Except for, I would say consistency. Nas is definitely kind of like a hit or miss. He's nice, man, and I think sometimes he's lazy, because it's almost like, in a certain sense, I know it sounds crazy, but you see someone and you're like, man, I want something for them that they might not even want. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted him to always be on top. I always wanted him to be nasty Nas. You know what I mean? Like I always wanted him to drop verses like the Be Easy verse on Capone and Noriega's album. Like Nas got some dope verses, man. He's lyrical. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's like he not putting effort into it. And so I think that take away from him. But everything else, longevity. I think his career is longer than JayZ because I think Nas came out 1991, and he's still relevant. He just put out Lost Tapes, an album last year. So he has, he takes his breaks, but he still come back. He might have a little feature here and there, but it's never nothing to shake up the world either. So that's what I'm saying. Like with as far as him and JayZ, like when JayZ drops something, it's like Jay dropped. But Nas dropped something you might not even heard it. You know what I mean? Like so, but as far as just lyrics, albums, classic albums, you already know. Illmatic. I think It Was Written was better, but that's my opinion. Um, the Nigga album, God's Son, Stillmatic. Like the list go on, man. He, got the dope albums, and Nas is one of the reasons why I had him at the GOAT one time before is because I consider this. Nas is known for not choosing good beats. It's like his ear for music, we would say, or his production is not always good. But I think that's almost like the plus, right? So it shows you how nice this dude is, even on a whack beat, right? It's like if you could choose a whack beat and still be known as one of the best, then you saying something. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's it's like a gift and a curse type situation, man. But I'm telling y'all, man, while I'm going through this list, check these songs out that I'm putting up, so y'all can go check them out to see why I say this person is where they are. All right, so number 3, I'm gonna give it to DMX. Yes, X. Look, when X came in, he shifted everything. And what I mean by that is, I remember me and my man Ron Jezza, it was like a lot of bad boy stuff going on. It's like the music was, it was just kind of flashy. It was like, almost popish, you know what I mean? Because Diddy definitely had it for a while, man. And here comes this dude. I remember, I think my first time hearing about X was on LL's 4321. And I remember I called Ron. I was like, yo, I just seen LL's new video, right? And I was like, yo, got cannabis up there. Got Red Man, Method Man. I said, some dude named DMX. I'm like, and so it's like, next thing you know, this tape started circling around. I think it was a Clue tape, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Cannabis versus DMX. I don't know if y'all remember that, but this dude had these songs, these freestyles, and it's like, and then Get At Me Dog dropped in the video. It's black and white, it was grimy. I was like, this dude right here, yo, like, and so after that was the DMX reign, you know what I mean? Like the dope albums, the classic album, being in the everything. And so you started to, see his effect on people in the game too. Like, Ja Rule, I think Ja Rule kind of big, kind of like that whole X thing, you know what I mean? Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream ride or die, I thought you would ride with me. So, like, look, man, X is definitely top 3 in my book. X is top. in the top 3 for me. For me, and the music. Oh, you always felt the music. You always do some, spiritual stuff in there, but it was, hardcore too. So like, it was appealing to everything for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Shout out Dex. Number 4, the Genius. Yeah, the Jezza. I know that's kind of unexpected, but as far as my personal, he's one of my personal favorite, and here's the reason why, right? So with Genius, it's all about lyrics, like as far as creativity, painting pictures, some storytelling, and creativity with the rhyme. I think he's top notch for that. The personification, all the things he includes in his raps. It's like it's clever. You know what I mean? Like he don't curse much. like all of that takes great skill, man, to be able to convey the message without really cursing. Jizza is definitely one of my top favorites, so that's why he's in the top 5. And like I said, when I'm going, talking about these people, please check these songs out. Please check these verses out that I'm posting, because this is gonna be like, these are my explanations basically. Like these are why they in my top 5, man. And so check out these joints by Jezza, and you'll see why. Number 5, Biggie. Look, everybody knows the impact that Biggie had. Biggie's still some people's greatest. And I have him at number 5 only because of he has to be in my top 5, definitely, because he's one of my favorite. But also because he's dead, so he wasn't able to continue his career. You know what I mean? I'm sure he still be on top. But his life was cut short, so we only got 2 albums. But the thing is, with those 2 albums and his collaborations and everything, Big is one of the top. He's influenced a lot of people. And with Big, it was lyricism, it was his voice. He had Puff. You know what I mean? He had a dope production. You know what I mean? And he was able to he was versatile, right? So, he could do the hardcore, type of music, robbing, selling drugs, blah, blah, blah. But they can also hit it with the ladies and everything, be on the pop single. So like Big was versatile. He had a dope voice. He had a production. And his impact on the game was heavy. You know what I mean? And so I gotta give it to Big, man, because Big is one of the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? I gotta give it to Big, man, to be in the top 5. And like I said, he's one of my favorite. Every time I hear a Big song, I'm trying to change my voice on. You know what I mean? And rap it like he did, man. And so, Big impact, Big's lyricism, Big's voice, all put him in the top 5. So, but I cannot leave. I'm gonna throw a few honorable mentions in there, right? So I'm gonna throw an honorable mention to Big Pun. I'm throwing one to Eminem. I'm also gonna throw one to Lil Wayne. I'm not saying that they should be in my top 5, but they're gonna be in. I would say they're gonna be in the top 10. So I'll work on that next time, right? So I'll do a 6 through 10 type thing, since I gave you my top 5. But I'm gonna shout them out, give them a little honorable mention because their impact, on the game. Pun's lyricism, Wayne, he still got kids running around here. It's a bunch of Lils or whatever out right now. And Eminem, he's still relevant. He's still doing his thing 20 years later. And he got a bunch of little kids running around here too. So I'm just gonna show them some love, man. But look, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll holler at y'all next time. Oh, also look, Fired Up with the Davis is coming back. We haven't forgot you. We have not lost our spark. Shay is gonna, she's getting better, and we'll be getting that up online loaded for y'all to watch. Fired Up with the Davises. Gems is coming soon, so Mark Polo gonna have something fresh for y'all. But look, I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all support. And make sure you share this video, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, hit the like bell. That bell so you can get the notifications and everything. But like I said, I appreciate y'all.